Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Welcome back to the Uncultured Rules podcast. I'm co-host 17.
It's your man HM Herschenbauer. What up? What up?
And it's your man
Got
G
it.
Fly. What up, though, my babies?
And it's been almost a year since we've been gone. As y'all can see, we in some different spots. So we just gonna address the elephant in the room right off the bat. And Hirsch, take it away, man.
So, we've been missing, because 17 told me to leave. And told me I had 24 hours to leave Michigan, so I had to pack my family up and leave. You feel a lot safer down here.
I am the most peaceful brother on the planet, okay? I don't even kill bugs at this point in my life.
Oh no. You know it's peaceful.
Yeah, right. Say
I'm
what?
peaceful, brother. I don't hurt nothing, man. Now tell them the real reason, motherfucker.
No, the truth is
Ain't nobody makes better.
Ain't nobody makes better than me.
I shout out to Mace. Ain't good, dude.
Yeah. I relocated down to, DFW, Dallas Fort Worth area. I got an offer I couldn't refuse, so I had to accept it. So that's why we've been, MIA for a minute. So we just been working everything out, getting settled. So we back.
Okay. And just for the record, I ain't want that nigga to go, but
and then none of us did.
he had to make a decision as a man, and as a man, I understood that a man has got to make the call that a man has got to make, and we all understood.
Right.
So, but I wasn't happy about it. I made that very obvious.
I was out mixed emotions. I was like, oh man, my dog leave. but I was like, man, shit, man, you gotta get yours. You gotta get it.
Yeah.
You gotta go ahead and get it.
So we've been adjusting.
And
adjusting to this new environment.
Yeah. So I know, I mean, that's for anybody who, obviously we know how this goes in the podcasting world. When you take so much time off, we know we're going to have to press the reset button. We know we're going to have to start over. We know we're going to have to rebuild and, gain everybody's trust of, the people who actually rock with us and support us. So don't worry, we back in action. It is a little easier now because, me and Fly don't have to leave our house to do the show no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little easier.
Anytime.
I didn't mind it though.
Yeah. It was.
I did because I was further away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
At different points at the last time, we
reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we
first started.
Yeah. Even then,
I blame Hirsch for all of this shit. It's his fault. It's his fault for everything. But anyhow,
he was doing the mechanics, everything.
Yeah. So I mean, he's been down there a good while, and honestly, I mean, to be honest, cool. We have started up the show a little earlier in the year, possibly, but everybody's grown. People have things going on in their life. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm fortunate to be alive, but it wasn't necessarily a great year for me personally. Without going into too many details, but we back now, and I guess that's all that matters. And we're gonna continue to try to give you content. And also, we're gonna try to give you guys more than just this podcast per se. We definitely want to try to build up a YouTube following, But also for anyone listening to this in just the audio only format, if you like the show, give us a 5 stars on whatever podcast app you're listening to. You know, that would literally really help us grow, help us get out and recommend us more to, you know, to be seen more. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get this off the ground because, you know, we like what we doing, we believe in what we doing, and you know, we just want to share our perspective. So, you know, why not? Everybody else doing it. Shit. But anyway,
everything.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I was gonna say everything on the podcast that you listen to podcast, check it out. Whatever app you listening to.
Yeah, we still have all the old episodes up, so go run them up, listen to us. If you just now seeing us for the first time, go back, catch up.
It's a lot.
Did 83 episodes.
Yeah.
It's a lot there.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we'll get into it. And you know, so we only got, you know, one thing for the cultural part of the show this week. I'm gonna let y'all say it because y'all the ones more familiar with it than me.
So it sounds like Young Thugger is on his way home. Well, not home, but he's on his way out. Sounds like he got 15 years probation. He got time served for the 5 they gave him, and then if he violates the 15, he got 20 waiting for him on the back end.
Yeah. Along with him, under this, you got to do a lot of like community work.
Yeah.
Can't stay in Metro Atlanta.
Yeah, you got to move out of Atlanta. You can't associate with any of the co-defendants. So.
Right. Only way you can come back is this like funeral, graduation.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Damn. 15, that's true.
I mean,
it's better than sitting in the cell.
Yeah, it's definitely better than sitting in the cell.
Oh, it's better. No,
that's
because prison
eyes on his ass. Yeah,
prison is for I ain't never been. But what I would hear, look on your shoulder all the time.
Yeah,
I ain't trying to go. I don't. I have no desire to want to understand what's going on in there.
That's why, hey, man, I'm a law-abiding citizen, man.
All the time.
That's right. That's right. I'm a law-abiding citizen, so do not commit no crimes around me. But that's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know nothing. I ain't into nothing.
Exactly. Exactly.
But that probation, that's been a topic of discussion for a long time. Like, can somebody really do 15 years of probation and be clean the whole time?
That's hard. That's not an easy thing to do.
That's not an easy thing to do.
I feel like when they put them on that type of probation, they not really setting it up for them to succeed. They wait for them to fall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think, we got to account for human behavior, which is we tend to be people of habit.
Yeah, you're going to fall back into old habits. And
I think they betting on him to fall back to habits.
Yeah.
And then they just gonna like, oh, tell we gave it to you at
including drug habits, because you know messing with drugs and shit too. So
I mean, unless he been clean in jail,
right? I mean, I'm sure he should be clean in jail.
I mean, niggas get things in jail.
But yeah,
contraband,
right?
Niggas get things in jail.
It's like when he free and out and about again, can he go 15 years?
I hope you do.
Knowing he got to pee in a cup every
I hope you do.
Yeah,
I hope you do. Yeah, I was listening to Be High podcast. Everybody know Be High from Atlanta, the guy in the Be on Atlanta radio. Like, his partner, Wick was saying that, man, anybody who know that should just go watch the show. He said a lot of good stuff when he was talking about the case. He was saying, man, people on the line are tired of all the crime and all that type of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Of course, people feel like Doug is a good dude. I think Doug naturally is a good dude.
Yeah, right. Just the way he was, the way he came up.
Yeah. Well, a situation will make you do some things.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I think what Wick was saying was spot on. Like, you're gonna celebrate, you're gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna do good, but it's all about your actions from here on out.
Right. Yeah.
And you gotta prove to your family and prove to your community, look, man, I'm trying to better this thing and not be part of the destructive part.
And it ain't just him. So he got to control himself. Then he got to control the people who are around him, who he bring around him. Then you got to think about all the niggas that know that he on probation. They gonna start trying him.
Yeah.
So he got the odds.
Well, the main part what you said is control who you let around, because you can't control people.
Yeah.
So he got it. If he gonna be on a different track, he gotta be with like-minded people.
Yeah, around some solid people.
Yeah, and then
that can help keep all the bullshit away from him.
Correct. Now they saying YF and Lucci's supposed to be come on too. So he got it. I hope he on the same page.
Right.
Don't need them clashing and both going back to prison. I know you don't want to go back there, so
yeah,
you
got a second chance.
Yeah.
Then on the other hand, we got Durkio.
Yeah.
About to face the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
I do. I kind of do. Man, this guy, I hate that his story got to be a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
But man, first of all, man, I think we've said this on here before. You cannot be a rapper or artist or somebody that's very well noted and still do street activity. It ain't happening.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pick one or the other.
It's not happening. You are a high visibility person. That means people see you all the time. Things that you do gonna be well documented.
Yeah.
You can't be out here allegedly putting hits on people.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work, bro.
And you a superstar.
And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard pressed to try to hide trails to the stuff you're doing. You know what I mean? I believe I know the situation is somebody did something to his people. And so he felt like he had to get back. But this is the part, which is, he from a gang turf, and the mentality is, you take one of mine, I take two of yours.
They be keeping score, yeah.
So I understand it.
Uh-huh.
But in order to be the boss that you are, you're a boss, a real boss. Meaning there's people that's under you that look up to you and they depend on you. And as a boss, you gotta do right so you can keep everything in order, because you feeding everybody. So I'm looking at a situation like, man, when you get in that position, man, you gotta really tap into your emotional, how you control your emotional situation. You know what I mean? Be more emotional intelligent, because if somebody can set you off to where you want to slide back into old ways and doing things, it's counterproductive.
Yeah.
And then you do what he is allegedly supposed to have done.
Right.
And now you in this situation where they about to take everything. They planning on taking everything. And when the feds come, they want everything.
Yep.
And the United States government will freeze all your stuff. And
no movement.
That life that you had, you'll wish you had it back.
Yeah. I feel like prison got to be 10 times harder. I mean, it's hard anyway. Got to be 10 times harder for somebody who was a millionaire living to go from that high to
Diddy comes to mind.
Yeah. That's a mighty fall.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. You know, we've been gone all year. It's been so many things that's been happening that we didn't get to touch on. And don't you know, we gon' reach back, we gonna touch back, we gonna pick things that we deem that's important enough for us to speak on, whether it's old or not.
Usually
we gonna give our perspective on it.
Usually the story stretches out through the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so some remnants of what happened back then that we did catch, we probably
it's still it's still being played out.
All right. Well, we're gonna move to the root of our show. Pun definitely intended. So obviously we're gonna try to get this episode out because you know, election day is Tuesday, and you know, I went and voted yesterday. I'm not gonna share who I voted for. It doesn't matter. It's election season. And if anybody's been paying attention, I understand why people have tuned out. I understand why people feel fatigued. I pay attention to this stuff daily, and I'm very fatigued. Like I'm between regular politics and geopolitics. I'm tired. Like I'm just tired, and we're a lot closer to World War III than people understand or really think.
That's what I was
I'm not gonna get into all of that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that on another episode because we are a lot closer than
the stars
anybody
are lining
realizing. Like
the stars are
lining
up.
Obvious. It is so obvious. Like if people get out of their bubbles and pay attention to what's going on outside of America, you will see how close we are to World War III. Like it's literally around the corner. Like it's not even
one thing. She's gonna set it
all it takes is one thing.
One thing that a clear indication to me is they talk about reinstating the draft.
That's an indication right there.
Like if you talk about doing a draft,
getting ready for something.
You already like let's put this together now. Like
because it's about to go down.
I'm just glad and blessed that we too old to participate.
Praying that it don't go down, but it seems like
it's
gone.
If I was around that age where I had to be eligible, I might have to go to Canada. So
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I got some skin in the game because, you know, my son will be 17 next year, and you know, he's coming up on that. You know, less than 2 years he'll be 18, and so that's why, you know, it worries me. But
and I got younger
it's
brothers.
Nothing I can, you know, it's nothing I can do about it. And you know, as a parent, when you raise your kids, you don't want nothing to happen to them. You want them to have a future. You know, it's your legacy, it's your offspring. You want them to grow. You don't want to see nothing. You don't want to see them be snatched up, especially by the fucking government. Tell them to go fight a war for. And don't get me wrong.
They don't even know why for.
Exactly. I know why we're fighting these wars. I get it. I understand it. You know, I'm gonna be a hypocrite. I'm gonna be selfish. And people might look at me like I'm evil, but everybody feels this way. And I'm just gonna put it into words. I don't want my kids to fight that shit. I'm serious. I don't want my kids to do it.
I mean,
so it's like, oh, so you don't care if it's other people's kids? No, I don't want mine to do it.
I mean, what
shit?
Like you just said,
I don't care.
A lot of people think that way. So they mad. They mad. So what?
I don't care.
They mad.
Everybody's a hypocrite in their own way.
Exactly.
First
nobody
of all,
want they.
In this day and age, we really should be trying to with this crazy war stuff. Because the way the planet is now, it's too built up.
Yeah.
Which means it's going to be more destruction and death with people who ain't even involved in it.
Yeah.
They not even on the ground. They ain't got no uniform on. They ain't got no M16s or none of that.
But to be
pretty
fair,
much.
Oh, go ahead, Hirsch.
I was saying it's about to be, or it pretty much is, where everybody on equal playing ground because of the nukes. It's like, what are you gonna war about?
But that's
they
too
can
far.
Do to you what you can do to them.
That's too far in on that spectrum to go from. Oh, we're gonna shoot these guns straight to the nuke. Like,
Well, see that what fly.
But they ain't gonna lose though. If you shooting guns at Russia, and we kicking their ass, you think they gonna lay down and let us take them over?
No,
they gonna shoot the nukes. And so at the end of the day, it's gonna end up with the nukes.
That's why I'm saying this is an issue.
Yeah, because so it ain't no point.
If you shooting a dang on nuke, what about the ramifications of that nuke on a planetary level?
Exactly.
Oh, they don't care because at this point, the objective if people are launching nukes, no, I'm saying if people a lot of people, and don't get me wrong, I had to learn this myself because I was thinking just like everybody else. I had to learn this from watching actual military experts. Like, I'm not just watching these random run-of-the-mill people that be on YouTube. Right. I watch people that actually have been in the military, actually know military doctrine, actually know military strategy. Like, I'm listening to the people who have been on the ground and know how this shit is gonna go. And what they basically are saying is they're not ruling it out and saying that cities like, I don't want to even speak it into existence, but major cities, they're not saying that they are not going to be attacked. What they're saying is they're not going to be the first to be attacked. Because if you're launching a nuke, your first and only priority is to hit your opponent's nukes. Because if you launch a nuke at their city,
they launch
and you don't launch
back.
at their nukes, you just committed suicide.
Yeah. Well, the reason I'm saying
you got to take out their arsenal.
But this is the United States, though, and where some of these nukes might be supposedly in our country, it's 50 states, and each state dang near got 1 or 2 or 3 major cities in them.
Yeah.
So you hear where these nukes are supposed to be.
Yeah.
That nuke ain't just gonna just affect that state. It might affect that whole half of that country.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be super devastating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it's also nukes that they can't hit, like the ones in the submarines, because they don't know where the submarines are. So they're not going to be able to hit those at all. So even if America got destroyed, God forbid, not saying I want that to happen. Of course not. I fucking live here, so of course not. I want it to be destroyed. But I'm saying because we have the ability to drop them from the air, we got ballistic missiles and we got, submarines. So it's land, sea, and air. You can launch them from land. You can launch them from the air. You can launch them from the sea.
Most countries can't find launch them from space or something. Launch missiles from space. Somebody said that.
That's kind of what the ballistics do, because the ballistics they go all the way up to space and out, and then they come back down. So again, I had to learn all of this shit. And like I say, I was scared for a long time too. Then I started listening and studying about, like, okay, let's take for instance what's going on in Ukraine right now. A lot of people have their problems with Ukraine. A lot of people here, I hear them complain. Why are we sending all this money to Ukraine? and all of this and all of that. Because Americans, it's our first show back, so I'm gonna be kind. Americans don't understand that America is an empire. America is always going to want to maintain its empire, like every empire. All empires fall, don't get it twisted, but they don't fall willingly. So America's trying to, if you don't believe the conspiracies, America obviously wants to retain its global supremacy. It wants to retain its hegemony, or whatever the hell they call it. They want the United States dollar to remain the reserve currency. They don't want this brick shit to try to take over. You know what I'm saying? So of course it's going to be a war. America's not going to take it lying down. And Russia and China, they know this. But the thing about the nuke thing, to get it back to that, Xi Jinping, president of China, he already told Putin, and this has been documented. You guys can research it, look it up. He already told Putin, like, hey, bro, stop talking about that nuke shit. Stop it.
Yeah,
China has no interest in wanting to use nukes.
They want to do it intelligently.
China wants to be number one economically.
Yeah,
they are concerned about the money. They don't give a fuck about nothing else.
Of course.
Yeah. Yep.
If you launching nukes, you fucking up the money.
Fucking up money for everybody.
Exactly. Because they already, because the way China look at it is, they already invested over here.
Yes.
So they like, hey man, that's my investment, dog. I ain't got all my money.
Exactly.
Don't invest my money yet.
Exactly.
I can see.
So that's why
saying, nah, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they probably looking funny right now that Russia and North Korea teaming up. They like, hey man,
China doesn't like it. China, no, this is they've talked about that too. China doesn't like it.
Hold on, you said who teaming up?
So North Korea sent like 3,000 troops to Russia.
It's gonna be a total of 12,000.
Russia and Korea.
Yeah, they teaming up.
Okay.
Yeah, China don't like it because China's basically like North Korea's little brother. They in my sphere of influence. And Russia coming over here like, oh, we gon' that shit that you wanted China to give you with nuclear technology and shit, right. We gonna get that to you. We because China ain't get that to you, we gonna get that to you. So China looking at Russia like, bro, what the fuck, bro? We supposed to be what you doing? Now you fucking up my shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and those are dictators.
Yeah.
China, North Korea, Russia, those are dictators. It's been proven throughout history, and I know I'm trying to. This is my wheelhouse. This is the shit I love talking about, but I'm also trying to think about what the audience want to hear. So I'm gonna wrap this up quick.
They like drama. This is drama on the worldwide stage.
Yeah, this shit is at scale, nigga. Because it don't get no bigger than this, nigga. Because lives are at stake. So,
oh boy, are they?
but China doesn't like what's going on, and it's been known historically that dictators, they always look out for their own interests. We can form an alliance, but nigga, once your shit start fucking up my shit, now we got a problem. They could talk all the shit they want about NATO and the European countries and the U.S., but them motherfuckers been sticking together for like 70, 80 years. You know what I'm saying? Because they all know, hey, bro, we got to stick together because if we don't, we gonna all, them European, if you know your history, them European countries was always at war with each other. They was always at each other's throats. They was like, fuck all that. America dropped that damn nuke. Got everybody ass in order. Everybody
straightened up.
And get right. Straighten the fuck up.
Everybody
got in line.
Everybody got in line. All right, dog.
All y'all niggas get it together now. And they did. They did.
When you leave, I'll be talking again.
Damn, America was the Debo at that time.
Right.
Damn.
They still Debo.
Yeah, they still are. That's fucked up.
Everybody hear that.
I mean,
everybody hear that bite coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tug mine in.
Yeah, and you know, and to bring it back full circle, because we're gonna talk about voting. Damn, it's been a half hour already. Shit. I'm gonna be honest. You know, people can feel whatever way they want to feel about the election. You can vote for who you want to vote for. You can feel, oh, nothing's gonna change, or you can be partisan, biased. You can pick your side. That's the beauty of America. You entitled to pick your side. If me and you disagree, that's fine. This is America. Yeah. We entitled to disagree, but let's just we supposed to be a civilization. We're supposed to be civil. Let's keep it civil. Like, right. We don't have to like each other, but we can at least be cordial. Hey, man, you know, you want to vote for whoever, you want to vote for that motherfucker who I don't want to vote for, or you want to vote for, it doesn't matter. It's like, those are your options. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But let's be realistic here. Let's get down to brass tacks. Are they really going to help us? And if they do pass some shit, how long does it take to reach the average person? Because I guarantee you, those lobbyists in Washington that get to talk to these politicians directly, they feel that shit immediately. Right, it's immediate for them. Yep. But for us, it's that trickle down shit. It take a minute. It take a long time. And we passed that bill 4 years ago. Y'all just now starting to feel the effects of it. That's how long it take? Yep. Now it's time for a new election. Yep. That's how it works.
And then somebody else can reverse this shit.
Exactly. Or somebody can come in and take credit for some shit they didn't do.
Yep.
Absolutely.
At
the same time, somebody can get blamed for something they didn't do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, man. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. So we gonna play this first video. We're gonna play this video of a young brother speaking about voting. And I mean, geez. He was saying some stuff. He was saying some stuff. So without further ado, here we go.
Would you look your grandma in the face and say, I don't give a fuck about anything you've been through? Or better yet, would you look your kid in the face and say, I don't give a fuck about anything that you will go through? That's essentially what you're doing when you don't vote. I hope y'all realize this shit does matter. If it didn't matter, there wouldn't be people at the polls trying to intimidate people's grandparents. Here today in Florida, an 18-year-old was arrested for wielding a machete at people at the poll trying to place their votes. This shit matters. If it didn't matter, the state of Virginia wouldn't be actively right now today, X amount of days away from the election, actively trying to purge their voter rolls. Voting is just being grown. It's part of your responsibilities. Everybody want to be grown until it's time to do grown people shit. It's more to being grown than just playing house. You have to go do your civic duties. This shit matters. This can have effects on generations to come. Today, right now, there are people trying to blow up ballot drop boxes. Why? Because this shit matters. Everything matters. Y'all realize that it's only been about 59 years or so since black people have had the federal right to vote, basically. The Voting Act didn't come out until 1965. So think about that.
I gotta say, man, the young brother had some points. And for him to be that young, speaking like that, that's why I'm like, damn.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. So what y'all brothers think about that?
They even care about voting.
Yeah.
He was saying some things. He's saying some things. I just wish that a lot of people was more clear on the process.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like how electoral votes and stuff is the biggest part in here. Yeah. I think with that being said, I think you already kind of choose your president when you pick the people in that's going to be a part of the electoral vote. So the election that we had, or when we had to vote a couple months ago, that was when you really had a hand in choosing who's going to be the president.
Primaries.
The primaries, because those are some of those people are the ones that's going to be
that's voting for the president.
That's going to have that electoral vote. Yeah. So you already chose who you want based off that.
Mm-hmm.
This is really just about popular vote when you go and do this.
Yeah.
And that don't win elections.
Yeah. Most of the time they vote with the popular vote, but sometimes they don't. Right?
Well,
I mean, look at the last couple.
If we did it that way,
look at the last couple we done had.
That's what I'm saying. If it was truly done by popular vote, I think elections would take a little longer. Meaning we wouldn't know who actually won for like a week or two to count all them votes. But also,
that's why we do it.
I'm trying to have the conversation. I'm trying to keep the conversation straight down the middle without being partisan or biased or whatever and whatnot, because everybody's entitled to feel whatever way they want. And
absolutely.
Hopefully if everything work out like it's supposed to, we have supposed to be having a guest come on next week who have some very interesting points of view that should definitely be, the audience will be interested in hearing. But
some of
yes. but
I take consideration how people act.
Yeah. I mean, but to get back to what the young brother was saying, I fully agree with him. I've always said this when I hear people saying voting don't matter and all of that. And I was almost with them. I was almost in agreement with them until I started noticing the same things that young brother was talking about years ago.
Yeah,
when I'm like, why are they fighting so hard to take votes away? Why are they?
If it doesn't really count,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why? I'm just like using my critical thinking skills, which people don't do anymore. If this shit didn't matter like they say it did,
why are they trying to change other laws?
Yeah, why are they fighting so hard to kick people off the rolls? Why are they fighting so hard?
Yeah.
That don't make sense to me unless it's all for show. And I'm like, well, damn, America got some of the best actors in the world then.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But voting matters, because if it didn't matter, you wouldn't have all them fucking lobbyists in Washington. Let's call it what it is. If money's real, if money is real and money talks, because Mitt Romney's and all them people say, oh no, money is speech. Corporations are people. People don't even remember he said that shit back in 2012, which is some of the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. How the fuck? Let me see you put a corporation on the stand in court. I can't go on the stand.
Or they do.
I got some words for them.
They do. They. It's just not like a person. I understand what he's trying to say, because he's a wealthy person.
It's a legal entity.
It's an entity, but they do like they do. I'm just gonna say I know he's trying to say, and that's really rich people talk.
Yeah.
That's what.
I can't relate to that shit. I'm broke as fuck.
And that's wealthy and business people talk, and it's not a person. You know what I mean? It's an entity. Yeah, that's why you got tax. You got LLCs and all this stuff, and tax and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Right, little dude was saying a lot of stuff. I don't want to call it a dude. They're a young man and saying a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, it's tough for people to believe that voting matters, because every time they voted, they voted for the people they wanted. They got the people they wanted, and still didn't get what was promised.
That's the point where where I understand where it don't matter when you vote. For a person, get them in office, and then nothing happens that they said they was going to do.
Exactly.
And because a lot of people, I mean, obviously us three know, because we pay attention to this stuff, but a lot of people don't even know how the government functions. Like, no matter who you pulling for in this election, if your side doesn't get the House and the Senate, nothing's going to
get
happen.
Nothing done. Exactly.
You're not going to get anything done. This is why in other countries' parliaments.
But even when you tell them that, this is why they furthermore don't believe in it. Because it's like, see, now it's another layer under another layer, and that got a layer.
But that's how they designed it. That's how they designed it.
So you can't.
We didn't have no hand in it. We didn't have a hand. We didn't build this shit.
Of course not.
So pretty much,
we built it, but we didn't put together how they structured it as far as running it like I don't know, like a business, I guess.
Corporation.
I mean, think about it. The president is the executive and the executive branch.
Right.
Yeah.
The Congress is the board.
Right.
Yeah, this shit is a corporation.
Board,
right. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, I man.
But
anyhow,
this is why why they don't believe it. Like it's like
yeah.
And people can. One can say that why if it don't mean anything, why people blowing up ballot boxes? Well, one could say that they even been deceived on how they think this thing is running. So they resort to doing crazy stuff like this. You know what I mean? It's different ways to think about it.
Yeah.
But I understand what the young man is trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just wish we did more than just go and cast a vote, because obviously that's not enough.
You gotta get into your local.
You got
that's where it's at.
You got to put some money
into your local.
and make packs.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll be honest. Because when I went to vote yesterday, and usually when I go to vote, I'll be honest. When I see a person running for office there at the voting place, I'm more inclined to give that person a fair shake. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like, came out to see the people.
You actually here. Like, I see you. I can talk to you. We can chat.
Yeah.
Versus just voting for somebody's name on the ballot, and
Yeah.
I've never seen you. I don't even know who the hell you are.
You ain't shaking hands in the community.
Exactly. So that happened yesterday. I seen this guy, and he, he told us he was running. I'm not going to mention his name because it's local, and obviously I don't want a lot of y'all know where the fuck I live at. So, so I ain't gonna mention it. But he was out there talking, and I'm like, okay, I heard him. I'm like, all right. So when I went and looked him up, and I'm like, I seen what he really stood for. I'm like, oh. Now, it was good to see you. I was glad you was there. But I know what you plan to do. So I couldn't cast my vote for him. Because it's like, even though I seen you, I appreciate you being there. But you wasn't upfront with me about what you saying one thing, but then when I really look at you, that ain't what it's about. You know what I'm saying? But that's the goal of every politician. It don't matter what party you pick, they all fucking lie to you. You just have to decide who lies to you better. What lies make you feel good?
Yeah.
I like the way this person lies. They lies feel smooth. It feel like
they smooth.
It feel like the baby oil you find in Diddy's crib. That's smooth.
I hope not.
Yeah, I ain't voting for that one.
I hope not. I heard that's spike.
Oh man, I miss doing this shit so much. But anyway, okay, all right. To stay on voting, I do have another video that this one's a little more disturbing. Staying on the voting topic. So this one I'm just gonna play it.
Thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is my motherfucking right.
Wow.
Why is it the king? All right, then shut the hell up and let me vote.
Okay, we ain't got nothing else to say.
Wow.
There it is right there. No.
Wow. Oh, wow. God.
What's the problem? Oh, she just swung on him.
Wow.
Black women about to jump his ass.
Yeah. Ain't no man in there.
Wow. Wow.
I don't see none.
Wow. 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 Wow.
They ain't gonna need security at the polls.
Listen,
This is
man.
America.
Yeah,
We going down the drain quickly.
it's swirling.
Now, I like the fact that you asked, ain't no man there, because when I saw that was the first thing I thought. I'm like, hold on, man, it's got to be some man there.
Yeah, I ain't seen nobody.
And you know, I'm not gonna ever support that argument of you know, I understand why black women feel like, you know, oh, black men don't protect us. That's not true in every situation. It just wasn't no man there from what I can see, because I'm pretty sure. I mean, even if I was there, it'd be like, hey, bro, chill, hold up. No, bro, no. Because if you watch it, he thumped her head. That's why she retaliated that way.
Yeah.
That's why she did that. Because I had to watch it a couple times. I'm like, that's not in women's nature to just not, you know what I'm saying? She's an older woman. She's in a professional setting.
Yeah,
I know she just didn't swing like that for no reason. That don't even compute. You know, if she was a younger girl, ratchet type,
Yeah,
she could probably do that
that's
shit.
what I was about to say. Hold on, but you're right.
Yeah, but she was an older woman, and she was in a professional. The way you look at the way she was dressed, I seen it. He was boom. He like tapped her, and I'm like, I will retaliate. Like, oh,
you ain't
trying to slam me? Hold up,
don't touch me.
Smush me. You're not about to smush me. Put your finger in my face,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
Ghost did Tasha. Like, you tripping. You tripping.
Yeah.
You beyond tripping.
I'm just glad that it didn't turn out worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But him,
Yeah.
you know, he's supposed to know better, know the laws. When you go in to vote, you can't wear any political affiliation. You can't.
Now, see, I ain't know that. I didn't know that.
You can't do that. You can't go in there wearing no MAGA hat, no affiliation for the Democratic or Republican Party. You can't wear that shit. I mean, I knew that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I don't have any Democratic or Republican paraphernalia. I don't wear that shit for what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, but you can't wear that stuff. Like that's why they was trying to tell you. I guess he had on a MAGA hat, and they like, no, you
can
can't
wear it
that shit in here.
outside, but you can't.
But you can't wear it in here.
The poll.
You know, and that's why he threw it behind the line. But it's like, you knew that shit, bro. You just don't look like your first rodeo at voting. You knew that shit. So why are you trying to play this game?
You know why they?
I know, but
What if he didn't know?
He knew. I'm not even accepting that. That
even
nigga
if
knew.
he didn't know, they told him.
No,
they told
us.
What was the problem?
Okay, but if you go in there and they tell you, like, come on, dog, just take it off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's it. That's all you had to do.
And you ain't had to touch it. You ain't had to touch that. That lady.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You ain't had to go that far.
Mm-hmm. But I think he only did that because he saw what no man in there. That's what I think. I really think that's what it went around. He's like, man, it's a whole bunch of women in here.
I think he would have did it even if a dude was there, because his mentality might be, he ain't think about what somebody might do. Mm-hmm. He going off our emotion. Mm-hmm. Somebody trying to tell him what he can't, what he feel like he can do, and
taking away them freedoms, boy.
Can't do like my country.
Touch the freedoms.
you know,
born free.
You know, certain people.
I know.
For certain people, they have a
preconceived notion
not
or
preconceived
superiority complex.
Not just that, but some people with a certain type of skin tone, they be, they feel privileged to things, and that things don't abide to them.
Yeah.
Like they don't have
of
to do
course.
things. And it's like, but that's the rules for everybody.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, but still, common sense would just. I'm not finna wear that.
Common sense ain't common.
I mean, cause damn, yeah, I keep saying that shit. Like you already gonna stereotype me when I walk in because I can't turn this off. I can't take this off.
Right.
So when I walk, like we was talking about off air, like when you walked in to vote, it's like everybody knew who you was there for. Everybody knew what you was there to do. And it's like, yeah, and it was the same shit for me. Like, you know what I'm here for, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. And just like I know where you stand, you know where I stand. You know what I'm saying? But to before we move on to the next the last portion of this, my whole thing about it is don't listen to whatever news station you subscribe to, whether it's Fox, whether it's MSNBC. It doesn't matter the political leanings. Listen to what comes out of their fucking mouths.
Oh yeah.
Listen to the candidates themselves.
Right.
Stop listening to the slant. Stop listening to the bias. Put your blinders on and just listen to the words that they fucking say.
And it's hard for them.
And base your decision off of that.
It's tougher to do because all on social media is back and forth between people who vote for this one and people who vote for that one.
Right.
And how they trying to sway everybody else to vote for who they know.
And the 12 million bots in there too.
Yeah.
Bingo.
That's a major spot. That's a major.
That's adding into just trying to fuel the flame.
Oh,
you know? Yeah. A lot of bots.
Man.
And it's so much, it's so much damn content on X. I mean, it's like endless topics for us to fucking talk about and go at. And then that's why I'm so happy we back doing the show, because there's so many things that we missed out on. And like I said, if I hadn't mentioned it or if I forgot I mentioned it, we gonna give y'all more content outside of just the long form podcast. We gonna start trying to do short form videos for things to try to get us, some more exposure, get you guys to get a little more comfortable with us, to actually make you want to actually tune in to the long form content, because we us three, we're really just trying to have common sense conversation. You know what I'm saying? And
we trying to just provide for whatever you into. You know what I mean? You like the short, you got like that. You want the long, you got that. It's all for sale.
Everything's for sale.
and plus, we're always looking to have guests on the show who obviously, we're gonna do a vetting process and see if you are knowledgeable about whatever topics we decide to talk about. But we're always looking to have guests on the show, because that also helps with exposure. If we want the audience to actually feel a part of the show, not with just commenting, especially with us doing it now, remote, and everybody has access to a camera via their phone or, whatnot. So it's easier now for us to have guests on the show. And this is Uncultured Rules 2.0. So we're trying to make it better, I guess.
Betterish.
Yeah, betterish. I like betterish. That sounds right. All right. Anything else y'all got to say about that video before we move on? Okay. All right. So this is the last part, because again, this should be out before Election Day. So election predictions. Not what do you want to happen, not what you feel, but what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? Don't matter who goes first.
Teflon Don is back. Ain't no way. The fact that he's even running, he back.
And got
Teflon Don.
And got a good chance, of winning. Like,
hey, the fact that he's even in it tells me everything I need to know.
Done.
He's back. So Get ready for a wild ride. Wild ride.
I say
Get you
this
some
is
land in another country.
it's tough. It's a tough one, but
Yeah.
it seemed like it might lean that way because it's a lot more black people going towards that way too.
Yeah.
It's been a uprise of black people like, no, I'm going that way.
Yeah.
Because I think they
Yeah.
making it clear to the Democrats that they done
Yeah, they
playing
tired
with
of
them.
their shit. Yeah.
At the same time, I don't want to screw her name up, but
It's Kamala.
Kamala. Okay.
Yep.
At the same time, the fact that it's a woman, I'm just gonna say a woman of color. I'm not about to get it to the Indian in the black discussion.
Yeah,
there you go.
But this person, this lady of color, it's a lady and it's a lady of color.
Yeah.
It's got a
It
lot.
don't look good.
It's selling. It's selling the vote.
Oh, you think it's
selling the vote.
helping her?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
It didn't help Hillary because she.
Hillary, a white lady.
Yeah.
And then I think the part with Hillary was to go back with the electoral votes and all that all that played a part in that election too.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, it's a woman and it's a person of color, so it's playing a part with some people where they decide, oh no, we got to do this, we got to do this. Plus she want to clear that abortion thing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The only thing I see, one of the things I see that they probably don't want to mess with her is her thing with guns. And how she talk, I don't know if it's true, but they talk about they want to confiscate all of them.
Well, they always say that, but they're not gonna.
But
yeah,
just her view on gun laws, I guess it made people kind of like, I don't know, but what she got going for her is the woman's rights as far as the whole abortion thing.
Yeah.
And just the straight up usual views that a Democrat usually have, plus the black, and she a lady. So a lot of them like, yes, we got to do this. We have to do this.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but to keep it short, I think it could sway more to the orange guy.
Yeah, because he's talking economy and the border, and that's people are online with that.
Well, I guess my prediction, I think she's gonna pull it out. I think she's gonna pull it out just simply because from what they've been reporting on, they've been reporting that it's so far as of today, it's been more women that have done early voting than men.
Correct.
And I've seen a lot of stuff where they've been indicating where it's been a lot of kind of people switching sides. Now, I agree with you, Fly. I have seen I've seen a lot of us people, our complexion, abandon ship a little bit. But I've also seen a lot of they side abandon ship too. They like, I can't vote for this motherfucker. Like, I just can't do it. So honestly, it's what I think. It's not what I feel. I'm thinking this through using my logic. My logic says I think she's going to eke it out. I think how it's going to play out eventually, he's going to claim fraud. I think it's going to get tied up in the courts. And I think his people are going to go nuts.
Absolutely.
If he loses. If he
don't win it, they go crazy.
Yeah. And at that point, because I mean, I'm just gonna call it I'm just gonna call it how I see it. I mean, obviously I done gave out some hints, so if anybody watching this, you probably already figured how I voted or whatever. And you can assume, you can feel free to feel whatever way you want. But during this whole process, during this whole election cycle, all of this shit, I've seen more racism than I've seen in a while in regards to her. But I've also seen a lot of people who don't look like us respond and fight back and say, nah, this shit ain't warranted. And I also heard somebody say something it made so much sense. Let me ask you, brothers, have you heard them say, this country's the most divided it's ever been? You ever heard them say that?
Mm-hmm.
I heard somebody break that down. He say, the reason they use that term has been more divided than it's ever been. It ain't got shit to do with people of color. It's white people are the most divided that they've ever been.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
And this came from a white person. And I'm like,
it makes sense.
They would know.
Yeah, they would.
They would know.
It makes sense.
They would know.
Yeah. It makes
so
sense.
Pray like
that's why I think she's going to pull it out. Yeah.
Really?
I think she's going to pull it out just for that simple reason.
That makes sense because, first of all, they don't think of us as anything, really. They don't think we got any power or anything like that. I mean, we do, we don't use it right. But
that's true.
They looking at it, I could see them looking at their peer as far as race is concerned.
Yeah.
And, and saying, this is too different.
Why you not on board?
Yeah. This is too different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they say divide. When they saying divide, they're not, of course, they're not saying it on a broad spectrum. They're talking about it on their people. That made a lot of sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've given our predictions. And so now we're going to move on to the to the other side of our show. The show we have, the part that we always love to do.
Gotcha.
Hit or miss.
Okay, that's that.
Hit or miss. Hit or miss. Hit or miss. Hit or miss.
Screw version.
Well, you should know you down there.
I thought I was going to take my headphones off.
No, actually, I
you got me earlier, yeah.
Yeah, I got him earlier. I fixed it when you was trying to fix it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So for this first one, I just called it blindsided. I want to see if this is a hit or miss with y'all brothers.
She could break up with you today. And you're going to say, well, but just 2 days ago we had Valentine's Day. And I took you away for a weekend last weekend to a bed and breakfast. Like the wind, man. Like the wind and the weather. Scanning like Wi-Fi for a better signal. Every last one. Put the mechanisms in place where you are not shell-shocked and broadsided and blindsided. And that being said, women are always open to meeting what they think is a better choice right up until the week of a wedding. Anyone here ever have a runaway bride? Someone who you thought you were going to get married and were planning for, and then you got blindsided? That ever happened to you? Put your answer down below. I'd like to see that. Gentlemen, if that happened to you, you're not alone. It happens all the time, almost every single day, all across the world.
Now, is any of that a hit? Any of it?
Trying to see exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, because it's a broad spectrum.
Basically about being blindsided when he said they are like scanning for Wi-Fi signals, always looking, always scanning.
Saying women.
Mm-hmm.
Women in general.
Yeah. I already know where y'all going with it. The way you just broke it down told me everything.
You know, you don't like to generalize.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I already do it.
Yeah.
I already do it.
Yeah.
Are there women like that? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But in general,
no, motherfucker, hit or miss. Okay,
I'm gonna go with miss.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would do the miss too.
Miss.
I would do the miss.
All right. Okay, that's a hit for me. It's always gonna
Say
be a hit
all
for me.
women.
Why is it a hit?
All you motherfuckers.
Why is it a hit? Yeah.
Because they all crazy. They all shady. They all fucking nuts. Yep, I said it. I can say it. I'm married. And she crazy too. And I love my wife. But guess what? I'm just as crazy sometimes.
Well, you know, I gave her ample time to find a better signal. So,
No, you know what?
I say
You know
this.
that, Hirsch? Look. Me and you, Hirsch, me and you were put in the same position, okay? I was given an
Yeah.
ultimatum. You weren't necessarily given an ultimatum, but you were definitely being pushed.
yeah.
Like, TikTok, motherfucker.
Well, from a woman's perspective, I could see why she pushed because she's like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Because sometimes with us, if you allow us, we're away for a long time because we won't be sure.
Yeah.
Because
No, let me correct you, Fluff.
So,
It's not sometime. That shit
no,
is real.
I'm saying
That
sometimes.
shit is 100.
No, I'm not. No, see, that's generalizing. I'm not gonna generalize because some of us be
Oh, I
short.
am.
Some of us be short. Some of us don't be short. You know what I mean? Where I say this, it'll be 100. It's 100% of the time when we not short. Like if we not short, it's 100% that we lagging because we not short, or we just don't want to.
yeah.
And
Oh,
we
it could
don't.
definitely be both.
We like what we got, but we're afraid to
Yeah.
let this go and find what it is, what we really want. But
Hold on. I think you kind of contradicted what you said, 17. So you
Nah, man.
say-
I ain't do that shit.
Nah, yo. You said your wife was pushing you, so that means she was sure, she was ready, so she don't fall in that basket of the, scanning
No.
for another signal.
Oh, no. Okay.
yeah,
No.
that's
No.
She was sure.
Yeah, exactly.
No, okay.
Yeah, I got your ass.
My mind was more focused on the crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's where my mind was more focused. I will admit, I will be perfectly honest. My wife's always been sure. It was me. I was the flaky one where I'm like,
Yeah. Right.
no,
Same.
I'm not. I don't know if I really want to do it because I'm thinking about the repercussions about if this shit don't go well. You know,
Mhm.
I'm the type of motherfucker where
And that's
I'll
due.
leave. Like I will get the fuck on. But when you married, you can't just walk away like that.
And that's due.
Yeah.
And that's due to what?
Fear?
What is making the fear?
What's making the fear
Past situations.
of not being able to escape? I don't think no one wants to not be able to escape.
Not escape from what? Like
Not knowing the future.
Like, is it past situations that happened that didn't work out? Y'all end up getting it
Yeah.
back and proceeding, but like, what's the fear part?
Oh well, I don't mind. I don't mind sharing it.
What's
because
making the fear? You ain't gotta go into detail.
No. It's not gonna. It's not. It's not nothing. I'm not sharing nothing too personal because it's nothing specific.
Okay.
I guess the fear stemmed from the fact that we had been together for so long because we got married on our 10-year anniversary. For anybody who don't know, we got married on our 10-year anniversary, being together to the day. So I can never forget what my wedding anniversary is because it's the same as my regular anniversary with her. So we had broken up quite a few times, and when we was broken up, I was free to move about the cabin, as they say. You know what I mean? So, and when you locked in, you can't do that. And I'm be honest, it's not a commitment. It was never a commitment issue because I've been here since day one raising my kids. So it's not like I got her pregnant and dipped off. And no, I was always
Right.
raising my kids. That was never the issue. Being a father was never the issue. Wanting to have a stable 2-parent household was the main thing for me, because I wanted to give my kids something that I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? And that was real big on me. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But I understood what she was trying to do. It was just the way it was presented came off wrong.
Okay.
I understood why she did it.
Okay.
I didn't like the approach and how she did it. And it did come in the form of an ultimatum, because she'll tell you herself. She'll admit, oh, I gave you an ultimatum.
If you don't do this, then you then yeah,
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And I'm not ashamed to say it. And that's not to say nothing bad about her, because I understand her reasoning behind it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I can feel
So-
you. I can feel you. I like ultimatum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't like, exactly.
and it's always the way how you ask somebody.
Mhm.
It's always the way. Right? If you coming at somebody a certain way, the first thing I think a person go do is mirror that energy that you bring into them, and so it's gonna have a bad kind of, it's gonna have a bad effect on you to where you go back, but like give pushback. I guess
I will give her credit though. It didn't start off as an ultimatum.
Okay.
She always hinted in that direction. And as you said, if men are given the choice, we gonna string it along. We gonna dilly-dally. That's exactly what the fuck I did.
Not always.
Well,
but
I'm saying
sometimes.
a good portion of men, and I was one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna let it ride as long as I can until the rubber got to meet the road, and then it's like shit. I guess I got to do something now. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly how it was. So it wasn't like it was just out the blue. So that's why I'm like, no, that's. I joke and say it was that, but ultimately it was like, okay, nigga, it's time to grow up. What you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to admit that, to putting that out there. I don't care, because I'm human.
Yeah.
And a lot more people go through this shit than are willing to talk about
absolutely.
it. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying?
Like you said, sometimes it's not a commitment thing. It's a type of situation where you kind of lackadaisical on making a decision thing.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
And it's a big decision, so it makes you want to stall more. You know
That's
what
exactly
I mean?
what it was.
I got you. I got you.
I wanted to stall until I couldn't stall no more. But I started running out of road at a certain point. So it's like, all right, I guess I got to do something now. I got to either jump in the plane or fall to my death.
Fall off the cliff.
I had to do something. So and I don't regret it. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, but marriage is tough. And Hirsch only been married for a little over a year. I've been married going on 9 years, and it's tough. And I will say this: if you wake up and you like your wife every day, that is not a healthy marriage.
No.
I'm just gonna call it what it is. If you like your wife, now you can always love her, but if you like her every day, that's not a good marriage. There are gonna be plenty of days where you like, I just don't like you today. I don't like you right now. I still love you, but I don't like you.
Yeah, I can see why you're not gonna every day be.
Yeah.
You don't do that with anybody else.
Exactly. Me and my wife have said that to each other. We hurt each other's feelings. But that's the beauty in it. It's like, yeah, that shit hurt. But
I think the best person
you ain't going nowhere.
The best person to be with is the person you could be the most human with.
Exactly. And any,
it's a good way.
Like
to
I
put
say,
it.
even if I wasn't married, y'all know me. Y'all don't know me on no intimate shit, but you know me as a person.
Yes.
Any person I be with is gonna have to deal with me being very fucking blunt and very open about how the fuck I talk. Y'all know how this is.
Here raw niggas now.
and my wife is built for it. Is y'all been around her? She built for it. It ain't shit to her because she used to it. She know how I am. She know who she married. She used to it. That's why y'all at the beginning, y'all was kind of surprised, like, how you able to get away with that? Because I've been doing this shit for years. That's why. She know what the fuck this was. You know what I'm saying? Because
she read the fine
because
print.
Yeah.
that's funny. That's funny. But she got everybody thinking, she got everybody fooled. Like, because y'all don't hear the shit she say to me.
Yeah.
I don't, I don't put it past anybody.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah, because everybody ain't gonna just show you.
well, that's their relationship.
So,
That's their relationship. And I just said, the best person to be with is who you could be the most you and most human with. That means show all emotions that you have. And sometimes even when you mess up with some of the emotions or whatever situation or decisions, whatever, be able to accept them for who they are as a whole.
Yeah.
And be able to come together and talk about it and say, okay, I do it better this. I try to do it better. So I don't put it past.
Hirsch, you got a little bit of a glimpse of it when we was on that damn cruise 2 years ago when she kneed me in the nuts in front of them 500 people. Because I was very open about, she was making a sneak diss comment and I just repeated it out in the open, and the dude she was talking about heard me and I'm like, fuck this nigga gonna do? What he gonna do? I ain't worried about him. She was embarrassed about it. And so
she was trying to.
Her natural reaction was to shut me the fuck up.
She was trying to stop you from getting in the situation.
I don't care if I'm in the situation. That means I put myself there, and if I put myself there, then I got to be prepared to handle it. Be it.
But that's when the helpmate and the wife come in.
That's true.
Or girlfriend come in.
That's true.
She got to be in it too.
Because the ego, yeah, that's true. But the ego part of us get us carried away. And that's when they got to bring us back.
Reel us back in.
Yeah. Just like when they, like you say, women crazy. When they get real emotional and it start to be a little uncontrollable, that's when we reel them back.
Reel them in, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That because
that's why
you know what?
That's why they love a dude who more stoic. Ain't nothing. See, she can go off on the dude, but he be like, whatever.
Calm.
and then he's able to make decisions.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what's going on. And make a clear decision. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, man. And I ain't gonna drag this on too much longer.
Yeah, because we do need to move on.
Yeah. When I was given that ultimatum about getting married, I was given the ultimatum. It forced me to do some soul searching, and it forced me to do some thinking. And I'm like, okay. At that point in our lives, I said, okay, let me reflect. Let me look back and think about all the things that we had been through. And then I started thinking, and I'm thinking, a lot of the shit that we've been through, that obviously I'm not going to talk about because it's super personal, but a lot of the shit we've been through, most people would have ended the relationship instantly. They would have ended the relationship. Like it would not have gone past that point. And yet somehow me and her endured, because that's the word. Me and her endured and somehow got past it. Not only that, I've been in situations, in the D where the police just pulled me over and she was in the car. I'll never forget. She was pregnant. She was pregnant with her first son. And they snatched me out, throw me on the hood, and she just going wild and nuts. Just, we ain't do shit, blah, blah, blah. And she's pregnant. And I'm looking like, would you shut the fuck up before they off me? Please stop talking. There's 3 men with guns here, and I have no... It's like, you are making them more mad. They are going to take this out on me. They're not going to do nothing to you. They're going to take it out on me. But it showed me that she was down for me. It showed me that she was in my corner. It showed me she was there. So I'm like, you know what? I started reflecting and thinking about our situations, and I'm like, all right, this was an ultimatum, but it actually turned out to be a sort of easy decision for me. So I said, like, all right. And we've been together 18 years, 8 years married. Still going strong. So I like her every day. No, but I love her.
Yes, sir.
And, appreciate that, brothers. But anyhow,
Almost 20.
I'm old enough, man. I don't need nothing else.
That's a good thing, man. That's a good thing.
Yeah. All right, man. So I guess we're going to move on to the last hit or miss. Now, this hit or miss is called scams. This guy labeled it as the 10 scams or whatever and whatnot. So I'm obviously have to pause it because these are going to be kind of quick. Like, is that a hit? Is that a miss? Whatever and whatnot. So let's see what this old nigga talking about.
10 of the biggest scams society, and yes, even your family are pushing on you. Number 10 is paying your dues, working hard, getting a job, getting a good education, and work towards retirement.
Is that a hit or a miss?
That's a hit.
Is it a scam or not? Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. That shit is scam.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest scam.
Absolutely.
Work hard.
Did y'all see that video I sent with that lady? I sent it in the group chat, not in the podcast group chat, but the homie group chat. Did y'all see that?
Okay.
I don't think I
got that one.
Well,
I have to go back and look at it.
Well, the lady, I'm gonna keep it short because we gotta go through it. But this lady, she's an older woman, and she said, I'm adopting the Gen Z mindset on working. It was like, I'm not.
Oh no, I did see that one.
Yeah,
I did see that one.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah. More people waking up.
She's right. She's right. Yeah, she's right.
More people waking up to it, man.
All right, that's 3 hits. Let's see what else.
If that's not the biggest scam you ever heard of, then I don't know what is. Number 9 is religion. Again, another way to control you. We invented religion, or the Romans invented religion to control the population. And yet we voluntarily fall for it every single time.
Oh, this is tough. This is tough.
Off a lot of family members.
This is a tough one. It's a tough one.
I'm gonna go out on the limb. And I'm gonna say that's a hit. And here's my reasoning for saying it's a hit. I am not a believer in religion, but I am a believer in God, and that is not going to change no matter what happens.
Absolutely.
I am a believer in God. There's been too many situations where I should not be here breathing right now, and that don't happen by coincidence or chance. I'm sorry. So I believe in God wholeheartedly. Religion, that's a different story.
I could go with that.
Which one?
Well, how you said that. See, the thing with me is, it. So because my thing is, it got having faith get you through a lot of stuff. It got me. You get me through. I'm a God-fearing person for sure. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I guess that's not exactly it. I guess people would like to classify that as religion. I guess I just have faith in something higher than me. That's how I look at it.
Yep.
So I don't know. I guess that would be it. I don't know. That'd be it. How I put it. I don't know. It's tough. I don't
sticky subject.
Like politics. It is
Politics and religion.
Politics is one thing, and I might dabble in a little bit of that, but religion is a whole another monster, and I tend to let people do whatever they do. So
believe what they want to believe.
Yeah.
And I just threw it out there. I'm like, here's a hit. Y'all don't like it, so what? Y'all don't like half of my opinions, and that's great.
You blunt. And I can be, I'm blunt about some things too. It's just, I don't care too much about what other people doing like that because I'm not with the back and forth with why they do what they do.
Yeah.
If it's crazy to me, I'm just like, well, that's crazy to me, but go ahead at it.
Mm-hmm. What say you, Hirsch?
It's hard, man.
It is. It is.
It's
That's tough.
it's a miss.
Okay, you say
miss.
miss. That motherfucker playing safe.
I gotta play it safe, baby. I got to play it
safe.
No. So the reason why, I mean, it's like anything. It's the way people use it.
Yeah.
Some people use it as scam, you know what I'm saying? You see the preacher with his flock, and his flock struggling, and he pulling up in the caddy.
Yeah.
But he's still collecting extra tithes every week. So I can see how it could be a scam. But then in other situations, it's used as, you know, a tool to, you know, build people up, give people hope, a sense of community and stuff like that. So I see the good and the bad in it. So that's why I say it's
all right. Well,
it's a miss.
Just so y'all know,
we might have to put a Nate in the middle of this.
Because it's
some
we're gonna put an asterisk by it.
Right.
Gonna put an asterisk by it.
Yeah.
But just know the devil has always been in church since the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's play the rest of it. See what he's talking.
No time. Number 8 is insurance. Insurance is betting against yourself. We should have a system where it's government controlled, and every 10 years, all the premium you paid for your car insurance, your house insurance, and so on, you should get back. If you didn't get into an accident, why should you subsidize other people who are getting into accidents and don't know how to drive?
Absolutely.
I fuck with that.
No hesitation. No hesitation.
It sounds good to me.
Once you
That
understand
is a definite hit.
once you understand what's going on and how things work, it's very clear.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
use
a
your
hit.
money to pay for the other people who getting in accidents.
Oh, you irresponsible bastards that don't know how to use common sense and
Who
drive.
got in 10 we paying for the one that got in 10 accidents last year.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta say, man, that's a good idea. What he just came up with.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
I agree. All right. Let's see.
Number 7 is getting married, having kids. Again, society has told you, you got to get married, you got to have 2.5 kids, 2.5 dogs, or 1.5 dogs, and, divorce, family. If you haven't spent some time in family court, do that before you get married. You'll see how men get treated in family court.
I got two.
I'm gonna dodge this one.
Yeah.
I got two. I got two. I'm gonna split it.
All right.
It's a hit as far as okay, I'll start off like this. It's a miss as far as marriage. Because I think marriage I think if it's not legal, like in a legal sense, if it's not like that where the government controls your marriage and all involved in your marriage, it's gonna be a great thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On the other hand, is but what society talk about some. The thing is, man, people be finding the wrong people and don't be liking each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe we try to take that away. It's gonna be motherfuckers that's not gonna want to reproduce. And then we gonna have what we have an issue in our community with people that don't know how to stay together and stick together.
Mm-hmm.
And baby here, baby there, baby here, baby there. I think marriage gives structure.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like it's a hit and miss.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just say this. If I was a rich man and I never met my wife, my goal would have been to try to have a kid on every continent
In the canon.
Every continent. So no matter what happens anywhere, I got a seed growing somewhere.
If I was a rich man, I would do it because I done been broke for too long, and I'm not trying to go back.
Yeah, you trying to lose it.
I'm gonna plug that leak.
Do I think marriage is a scam? That's a miss. I'm gonna call it a miss.
The way he looked in the camera was like,
because I'm trying to save my ass at the same time. Just in case my wife watches this. I say it's a miss. I don't think marriage is a scam per se. I think it was turned into a scam, but I don't think it's an actual scam, because just like everything else, when you involve money, when you involve prestige, when you involve everything outside of the sanctity of we gonna be together, we gonna stick this out, it's us against the world.
right.
Anything outside of that, that's when you start adding more variables to some shit, that's when you start running into more problems. So the big thing I see now with people is they want to talk about marriage, but they can't get past the point of understanding that when you love a person, it can't just be about money. This person may fall on hard times. This person may have a health crisis. If you down for this person, you got to rock with them regardless. And there's gonna be times where they had a played out debate about 50-50. Well, there's gonna be times you paying 70-30, 60-40. There's gonna be times it fluctuates. Most of the time, the man can probably carry the weight, but there's gonna be sometimes, hey baby, I ain't got it. You gonna have to carry us today. And people just not being real and acting like it don't happen. Like, it happens, man. Shit, it happens. It happens. It's more than people want to realize. So I say it's a miss, because it's only a scam when you start adding those other entities, when you start adding everything outside of the fact, I love this person, we gonna figure everything else out together. And we ain't gonna let nobody come in between us. Not the government, not another person, family member, stranger. If you can stay true to your core and focus just on you two, and that includes not even letting kids come in between y'all. I know that sounds crazy to some people, but
That's true.
if you married, your kids are going to grow up and start their own lives.
Yeah, exactly.
So you get to keep choosing your kids over your spouse. You's a dumb motherfucker. I'm just going to call you that.
Then they going to choose somebody else over you when they get grown.
The kids have their place.
Not only that, y'all got to work as a unit to be able to even take care of them.
Because they try to pit y'all against each other. Divide and conquer.
Oh, they do.
Because the household run off y'all two.
Man.
They don't run the house. Kids don't run the house, so y'all two do.
Yeah.
Bingo. So what say you, Hirsch? You ain't getting away, nigga.
I say I understand why he's saying it's a scam. Because, like, why the government got to be in our business? Why we, you know what I'm saying? If we want to choose and commit to each other, why do we need to let the government know?
Right.
And write a contract and all that shit? You know what I'm saying? That's the scammy part where I feel like, but then again, I kind of see the benefit from the government's perspective of having, structured families and shit is better for the country.
It is overall.
So, yeah, I say it's a miss overall.
Yeah, a two-parent, I mean, I'm going to just call it what it is. I mean, I'm going to just be honest, and I can share a little bit of it. I showed my son a post on Facebook, something yesterday, and it was a post I seen of, someone, and, because I'm not going to mention who this person is. It's private matter. It's not really a private matter because she put it on Facebook, but, she was saying how she kind of had a male role model for her son, because the son was kind of picking up tendencies of hers and trying to do it. And she's like, well, I wish my son had a male role model. So, and when I showed my son what she was putting out there, what she was saying, I said, now, ain't you glad I've been in your life since day one? You ain't got no feminine tendencies about you. You know, you mimicked me growing up. You watched me. You watched how I move. You know what I'm saying? I set the stage. I set the example. I'm the one training you to be a man. I'm raising you to be better than me. That's the whole point. We are never in competition. You, my son. Yeah. So if you grow up and say, Dad, I'm better than you, well, that means I did my job. We can never be in competition.
Right.
You the next generation.
You
the 2.0.
You're right.
You're supposed to be better than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't take offense to that stuff. You know, I want all my kids to be better than me, all of them.
Yeah.
And I only got 3, but I want all 3 of them to be better. So
yeah, that's the goal.
All right. Let's see what the rest he say.
Family court. Number 6 is division of labor. That is the biggest scam, because division of labor assumes that you're not making enough money. If you're not making enough money, which means you can't hire a maid to empty the dishwasher and clean the house and do the hire someone to do the artwork and so on. So division of labor is a sign, as a red flag, that you never designed the right life. If you're arguing about stuff like that, that's only a symptom. The root cause is you designed a horrible life and you're not making enough money. You haven't started a business. Number
division of labor. Is he talking about like gender roles?
Yeah, that's not clear.
Is it?
I'm not clear on what he's talking about.
Division of labor. Sound like he's talking about like gender roles. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think he's getting at I think he's talking about companies not paying labor enough. Because if you noticed,
but he's talking about like household chores, wasn't he?
He did bring up the maid stuff.
The maid, you can hire a maid, and
I guess he's talking about, when he's talking about maid, I don't think he's talking gender role. I think he's talking about as far as the tier on the job, the tier of jobs and how they get paid.
Yeah. I think so. If we going off that, then
it might be. I think it might be a scam. If we going off that, then I say that might be a hit.
Yeah, it's a hit for me. If we going off that.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I'm still a little fuzzy.
I just found a way with it. I'm like, okay, this is
like, all right.
I just found
we gonna make this shit work.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. That's the next one.
Number 5 is buying a new car or boat. I mean, think about it. Who in their right mind would buy a new car or a boat when it loses its value as soon as you drive across the sidewalk, from the parking lot, from the dealership? It's incredible. And the beautiful thing is, you lose 40% of the value of the car, but you keep 100% of the loan. Think about that. That's just stupidity.
That's absolutely a hit. I never will buy a brand new car.
I say this, that it's a hit. But the reason I would think about getting a new car is from, I would want to probably get a new car over an old one, because I don't want the problems that might come with an old one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't get an old car, but I'm gonna get a gently used 10,000.
Yes,
10,000 miles. I'm never getting a brand new car.
Yeah, yeah. You
lose value immediately.
Yeah, it's a hit. It's a hit.
Oh, it's a hit for me.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else.
Number 4 is buying a home to live in. If it doesn't make you money, then you should not be investing in it. After my first divorce, I lost a shit ton of money. I bought a house where I could bring in 10 roommates so I could live rent-free and, have positive cash flow. Number 3 is university degree.
Okay, the house thing. It is a hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
But
but you got to get your family on board with that, with the other shit you trying to do, and that shit's easier said than done.
Yeah.
So
I think this though, but in this economy, it's way better to buy a house and you give more perk buying a house than renting
yeah, especially when rent is down there the same
as a
practice, the same amount.
It's basically it's really the same amount or maybe even more
Yeah.
than a mortgage. A mortgage could be fixed at a fixed rate,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
depending on when you buy it.
Yeah, the rent can go up.
So while the rent keep going up,
indefinitely,
your mortgage stay the same for the
yeah.
next 30 years.
But the taxes don't always. So the property taxes
Yeah.
may go up and
Yeah.
hit your ass like, oh shit.
I mean, they got to figure out some way.
Yeah.
You know, they got to figure out
Oh
some
my
way.
God. I guess that's a
It's a hit.
I guess that's a hit for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all this shit's a scam, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Taxes, government.
Capitalism.
Listen, man,
It's
when they
capitalism.
designed this, boy, they figure out how I'm gonna give money every which way off these people,
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
and they did it.
People gonna pay me each and every way.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Man.
Them leeches found the way, boy.
Man.
Jesus Christ.
Man, you
It's
just-
gonna get so bad to where you're gonna have to pay people to not try to fuck you.
then they gonna still try to find a way to play you. You know? You
Oh,
just
no,
got,
I'm talking about literally.
look, man, this ain't for sale. You know what I'm saying?
No Diddy.
No, dude. I say, you know,
Got paid a no Diddy tax.
hey man, they taxing too much
No
on
Diddy
everything
tax.
else. They taxing on everything else. You get taxed on everything. You
Oh,
get
my
taxed
God.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, might as well pay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely paying the no Diddy tax.
I'm paying the no Diddy tax, no problem. Hey, bro, this ain't happening, bro.
I can't
Not
pay
happening.
I can't pay this month. That's for the no Diddy tax.
I will miss bills. Not that one. That will be paid on time.
Let's get paid
All the
first.
That get paid before rent and mortgage. And hey, take this money now, motherfuckers.
That's
'cause if you don't,
It's such a sleazy concept.
I'm trying to pay up.
You know,
a couple years in advance.
you don't pay. I'm gonna fuck you. Like, oh no, hell no. Nigga, I'ma
Oh, my
shoot you
God.
first.
yeah, he got to go. He got to go.
Take
All right,
anything
let
of
me play the
mine,
rest
I
of
ain't
this
trying to
shit.
give up, boy. I'm laying you down, boy, not to sleep. Well, yeah, to sleep, but it's gonna be forever.
All right, let's go. Let's see. He say number 3 is university degree. Okay, let's see what he talking about.
I mean, whoever suggested that, your mother, slap her in the back of the head, because even though she loves you, she's steering you wrong. Be careful who these people are who, they may have great intentions, but they're steering you wrong. You know, I deeply regret my university education. Deeply regret it. I thought I was going to be an architect and just start a business. And the only way to control your life is by having a business, is by starting a business. Don't be a fool and be talked to into having a job. You know, getting a good education, getting a good job, then retire. Retirement is for people who designed horrible lives. So think about that. Think about the road they're putting you on. And how exciting is their life? If you're not asking those questions, then you are going to be steered wrong.
I agree.
That's
I
a
think
hit for me. That's
yeah,
a
I
hit
think that's a hit.
because I was just telling my kids today, and actually multiple times this week, telling them think about entrepreneurship. Think about working for yourself. If you can figure out something, how to work for yourself, you design your own hours. You can work at your leisure. And if it's a good enough business and it commands enough demand, you can have people working for you. You can be the boss instead of having to report to a job at a certain time and clock in or
Right.
in other words, to have that freedom, that freedom that they always preach in this country, that freedom that it's just about as invisible as I'm gonna leave it alone. But I'm just saying, I that's 100% hit for me because my son will be 18 in less than 2 years, and I'm not pushing him to go to college. I'm not. And as a matter of fact, I just said this to my wife earlier. I said, damn, that's crazy because I didn't even find this clip until after we came back. I said, it is a scam. I said, going to college was like a scam. And I say, because you go to college, if you ain't got the financials together, which most people don't, you forced to take on loans and debt. And then when you get stuck with that loans and debt, you go to work a job who don't pay you the amount of money that you should be really be getting paid. And yet now you like a slave to this company because you still got this ball and chain debt around your ankle because you needed this education to get this better paying job. But now that you got this better paying job, now them student loan payments around the corner, and it's like, damn, this is just another fucking bill. I'm trying to get ahead, but then the price of everything going up, and I still got these student loans. So it's like, it's a scam. And that's why, I respect Hearst. Like, hey, man, you're going to have to get it in blood.
It certainly looked like they designed that we all going, like, you're the pot of money and they going to all draw from you. Like, and they hand you off to the other one. You know what I mean? Like,
they pass you along.
Like one of the first rules and to try to stay out of debt is not pay for things you can't afford. And how is we need education, and they say education is most important. But why it's not cheaper to do it if it's so valuable? Because I mean, you saying in the nation that we need this, but most people can't afford this, and we're gonna go into debt trying to get this. And then you tell them, and then we go, like you just said, you gave a scenario. We go to work with these jobs, or we find out that we ain't even really want to do this. Like this ain't even really what I wanted to do. I was pressured into this because society, your parents told you to do this or whatever, or you just got there and ain't even making no money no more. The whole industry done changed.
Right.
And now you stuck holding this bag of debt and trying to get out of it. And how are you going to be able to be functional and help the country thrive if you in those type of situations?
Right.
So absolutely. Yeah.
Brilliant points, my brother. Brilliant points.
I really want to see what Hearst, because Hearst,
as somebody who's working on their third fucking degree,
that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
No, I think we touched on this before. Like, I think if you're not going for business, engineering, medical, it's a scam.
Yeah.
If you're not in those three fields where you can make money and pay off the debt, it's a scam. And then also I say, like, you just need to plan your shit out. Like, if you can get a scholarship and get it for free, I mean, there's ways to get it for free.
Yeah.
Like, I should have had 4 years of free school. I should have had 2 years free at community college and then 2 years at the university. But then my house got caught on fire the year after we graduated. So I ain't start school for like another 2-3 years. So I lost that. But I'm saying, that's if you can get it for free by scholarship or athletic or some shit, or if you're going into something like engineering, medical, doctor, or some shit like that. Other than that, it's a scam.
Yeah. I think he can, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, because y'all wives is in medical, right? I think he could probably even be a scam with medical, because
if you do it,
you can get into medical, and medical change so much that you got to keep on going back, unless that the place that you work for is footing the bill for that, I think that's a scam too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's it. I think it's all how you work the system. Like, you just gotta plan the shit out. If you just go in there willy nilly trying to get a degree, you're gonna be in debt. You're not making no money.
I'm saying that was one of the main reasons why I like, trust me, people was pushing me to go to school.
Yeah.
And I understood why. You know what I mean? They see something in me, and they know that I'm an intelligent person. So they was pushing me to go. And I just was like, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I just, in my heart, I just like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Especially
I knew.
coming from a situation where I'm trying to figure out how to get more money and not being in debt.
Yeah.
So I was like, ah.
But I also think the end goal should be trying to own your own business or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I know everybody ain't built to be a entrepreneur, because we got so many fucking failed businesses.
I'm gonna pause that.
People lose all their shit trying to do business, and you know what I'm saying? So I mean,
this is how I feel about entrepreneurship. You know, a lot of people say that. They say, oh, everybody not meant for it. But if you had no choice, you would.
Yeah.
So I think failed businesses happen. It's a array of reasons why a business failed. One, people don't do the proper assessment on what they're going into, on what it takes to get it. They're not doing any research. It could be bad timing. It's not the time to try to get into that. You know what I mean? That is about to go out. Don't get into that. That industry about to go out the door. There's different situations. There was a time where you didn't have a job, and the way you would get a job is have an apprenticeship under somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So everybody was an entrepreneur. Yeah. You know what I mean? They ain't there. Yeah. Because what you had to make or grow or bring whatever it is you make or grow and sell it in the marketplace.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just now we done got to a point where we go to these jobs. And I was like, we done got accustomed to go to jobs. And it's like, oh, no, you know, everybody can't be an entrepreneur. You could if you was forced to. That's how I feel about it.
So, it's pretty much, so if you working for a job and they paying you to do something, figure out how to do it for yourself and get paid. Figure out how to freelance.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's always a way to turn it into a business. So
or look, you know, like what I do at my job. It's part of the medical field because we, you know, it holds. It's basically like it holds medical instruments and water, the IV solution, and all that type of stuff. Anything that the doctor uses at a hospital or a doctor office is in there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you could probably, it's a different way you could spring from that into something else. Plus, you know, trucks come in, bring stuff in, trucks come to bring stuff out. You get in the trucking. Thinking about, you know, the logistic part. Because it's really logistics. And then it's medical field logistics. So I mean, I think he's right about getting a business.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what this last one is.
You're wrong. You're going to be a fool for having a job. Number two is cleaning your own home or yard work, doing dishes, as I said before, taking out the trash. You should have people doing that for you. And
so he was talking about like household
I can hear the comments now, but you know you're lazy and you don't want to work with your hands. No, the only time that I work is playing sports or at the gym. Number one is.
So earlier he was talking about housework. I agree. If you can afford to pay somebody to do the shit,
I could take my own damn garbage out. Unless I ain't got no time to. If I got a business and I'm running a business and I can pay, you know, that's different.
I'm not going to edit that shit out. It is what it ain't, bro. I'm not editing that shit out. It is what it ain't. You know, we answered it the way we thought it was being said. And so I'm not answering this one. I'm just gonna pass on this one because no, he scammed me. Literally, he scammed me. You know, he scammed me with the scam shit. So I'm gonna play his last one.
The biggest scam is working with your hands. And the lie they tell you, be proud of the workmanship, be proud of the work you do. Yeah, but why can't I be proud of the work my employees do on my behalf? I come up with a vision, come up with a business blueprint and say, okay, here, do it. I can't be proud of what I came up with or my designs? Would love to hear your questions, comments below.
So basically, he's saying it's a scam to work with your hands, but he want to hire people to work with their hands.
That's what I said. So you scam me.
So you scamming people, right?
Because that was my takeaway. I'm like,
I think he was running
you
out
made
of
a
stuff.
scam video.
I think he was running out of
I
stuff.
think he was running out of stuff
Hey,
too.
he's
I'm
like,
like,
I'm just going to throw it for good measure.
I think it's a scam
for me
if you don't let me scam you. You gotta let me scam you.
So I'm gonna scam you into doing
It's
it.
a scam.
Exactly.
It's a scam for you not letting me scam you.
Shit.
That's a scammer's mindset. Nigga, let me scam you. I don't care if you know the game. I don't care if you know the hook. Let me scam you.
So I wonder if he'll play this video to his employees.
Hell no.
I hope his place he is like, oh, okay.
Like, hold up. What you trying to tell me?
I know that motherfucker.
I'm getting scammed, right? You gonna see all these people take their PTO at the same time.
Right.
Oh my sweet Jesus Christ. All right, well that was our hit and misses for the week. Again, we almost at the 2-hour mark. And
I figured we wouldn't get done earlier.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's been a while.
But it's been a while. And you know what I'm saying? Listen, we working on some things. We trying to put this together. We actually trying to make this take off, but we need y'all help to do it. We appreciate everybody who supports us and rock with us. Please feel free to leave a comment if you listening on YouTube, watching the video on YouTube. Obviously, the audio version is going to be available wherever you can get your podcast from. And again, we appreciate it if you gave us a 5 stars or a like. Anything to help us get trending in the right direction to help the podcast grow. If you like our personalities, if you like the content we come up with, if you like our takes, if you don't like our takes, we still like to hear from you. And shoot, if you're one of those people that like disagree with us, shoot, I might invite you on the show. It's like, why you disagree with us so much, man? I mean, it makes for good entertainment, it makes for good content, and we all for it. You know, we ain't bougie. We'll talk to you.
Yeah.
We'll see what you about. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me, I talk back.
But anyway, we gonna get out of here, and we'll see y'all next week. Hopefully, if everything play out the right way, we should have a guest on with us next week to be able to talk about hopefully the outcome and the results of the election and whatever else crazy is happening through the week. So it's been a pleasure talking to everybody. I'm your host 17.
Man,
your co-host Hirsch and Bawu. I think that's my name.
You don't know your name, sir?
It's been a while.
Oh my Christ. Oh my God. Anyhow, we'll see y'all next week. Y'all be safe, be smooth. We love y'all. Take care.
Peace.
Peace.